Let's hope this is a lot better than the last game.
It will be.
Okay. All right. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to LBCC Soccer Field. Today, this is going to be men's soccer, LBCC versus East LA. I'm Noah Russell, along with Gabriel Montoya, and take it away.
Thanks for bringing me in, Noah.
No worries.
So far, coming into the game, Long Beach City College has a record of 3 wins, 6 losses, and 4 ties. And the East Los Angeles College comes in with a record of 2 wins, 7 losses, and 4 ties. So both teams really struggling this year to pick up victories. So this should be an interesting game in a back-and-forth battle. Initially looking out on the field and watching them in warm-up, it seemed like East Los Angeles had a definite height advantage. They seemed a lot taller, so set pieces might become a factor in today's game.
Yeah, we got a lot of tall dudes here on our men's soccer team.
For East Los Angeles, they have a height advantage.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to start here. Ball movement around for East LA. They move it around the back and play it up. As it's knocked down here, and we get all sorted in our way, we look at the interconference records for both teams. East Los Angeles coming in third place, tied in their North Division with 1 win, 1 loss, and 2 ties. And Long Beach coming in tied for second place with 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. Early action sees both teams have shots deflected, and both defenses coming out as on top, as there's definite deflections both ways. Oh, nice touch down the line by Oregel. Martin Oregel dipped the shoulder and got around his defender. And he's back on the ball again, going one-on-one against Victor Naves. Long ball, maybe a foul. Referee decides no, just a goal kick. Fabio Mujica came across and won the ball. Goalkeeper Saul Ocampo takes the ball now. Gonna take it out for a goal kick. Ocampo has a goals against average of 1.15, so he's just letting in just over a goal a game so far this year. He has a 73% save percentage. He's played every game this year as a freshman.
And if I may say, the the overall record of men's LBCC soccer is 3-6-4. So it's not the best, but beggars can't be choosers.
As I mentioned earlier, both of these teams coming in with a not very impressive record. Ocampo does have 4 shutouts so far this year, which is good, and considering they haven't won so many games. Started off the season very rough, losing 5 out of their first 6 games. Yikes. Ball comes in now. Hector Gomez on the ball, looking for a shot, straight into the arms of Ocampo. A long distance shot, which seems to be the motto of the day.
Yeah.
Long by Ocampo, looking for Carlos Maldonado. Star up top for Long Beach. And cleared out. A long distance clearance. Out comes Ocampo to clean it up. He has forced to play it with his feet. It's just outside the box.
Whoa.
Maldonado on the year has 6 goals. He's their leading goal scorer. So he's definitely the danger man up top for the Vikings. And for the Huskies, their danger man is Cesar Alvarez, the number 9. Look for him to be creating danger up top. The big man for the Huskies. As we mentioned, there's definitely a height advantage, and we could see it right away. Ball served in. Looking for his head. That was looking for Alvarez's head, as we just mentioned him. Able to knock it down. Just a little bit too late. And Campo has the ball. Campo with the long punt. Up top, looking for Maldonado. It's not close to that. As Agustin Barros comes out and clears the danger. Nice body challenge there by Alvaro Pera. He passes the ball out wide. Looking for Luis Alvarado, but out of bounds. Throw in here for the Vikings. Alvarado. This is Irving Alvarado. Looking for Maldonado. Throws it in. Referee calls it out. Off of Carlos Maldonado's chest. Little confusion here. Who's taking the throw in? Andres Martinez taking it for the Huskies. Referee asks him to back up. Took a little bit too much space. And he throws it out of bounds. The ball ever go in? Referees deem that the ball never went in, so it's a retake.
All right, the
referee, just to remind everyone, the referees keep the official time. A little bit of a coming together there. As Israel Gonzalez won that ball. Coming together here as Edgar Gonzalez gets stumped on a little bit by the number 24 for the Huskies, Hector Gomez. Free kick now for the Vikings. Standing over the bars, Irving Alvarado, but instead he gives it up, the responsibility to Hector Rojo, the center back for the Vikings. We'll see early here what the mindset is for the Vikings if they decide to go for goal and serve this in. Or they're going to look to play it on the ground short. Long ball in. One out by the Huskies. Kept in by the Vikings. Just cleared in time. They can't clear it as Mujica keeps them in. And now it's Victor Naves on the ball. But there again, perfectly placed is Perra. Perra this time with a nice ball out wide. Doesn't go out of bounds. Oregel is on the ball, but closed down quickly by the Viking defenders. But he wins a throw in. Martin did a good job coming across there, huh?
yeah, very good.
As the Huskies swing the ball around the back here. Oh, mistake, taking too long on the ball. Gonzalez is on it, spreads it out wide here to another Gonzalez, to Israel Gonzalez. Israel Gonzalez tries to find Alfredo Garcia in the middle, but passes a little bit behind him and he loses it in the end. Jorge Chavez switches the ball. Once again looking for Oregel, who looks like the danger man on the wing for East Los Angeles, but unfortunately the ball's just a little bit too far and bounces out of bounds. Back come Long Beach. Gabriel Covarrubias has the ball, looking to serve it in, but it's taken away by Agustin Barros. And the movement comes up now. Hector Gomez looks a long ball out for Luis Alvarado, but his ball drifts out wide and it's out of bounds to throw in for the Vikings. Taken away from Maldonado, but he wins it back. Good persistence as he gets it to Israel Gonzalez, who lays it off to Alejandro Martin, who plays it wide to Victor Naves. Good movement into Gonzalez. Back to Maldonado, back to Gonzalez. Moves it out wide to Rojo. Rojo takes some space, beats one player, beats two players, knocks it back, wins the foul. Good work there by Rojo. Better movement by Long Beach. Good ball over the top, finds Edgar Gonzalez, catches the Huskies sleeping in the back, and just an unlucky dribble as Gonzalez dribbled it out of bounds. He had him on the scissor move, tried to shift it onto his left foot, but his touch took him just too wide. Out of bounds for the goal kick. Huskies ball.
Yeah, I think these guys are a little more energetic than the ladies last time.
For those of you just joining us, we did the women's game previously to this, which ended in a, I'll put it lightly, a dull 0-0 tie.
Yeah.
We're hoping for some goals in this game.
Yeah, aren't we all?
And we might get one now as Gabriel Covarrubias is on the ball. Slipped through by Maldonado, gives it back to Maldonado, who finds Garcia. Garcia loses the ball with a bad touch. And back come the Huskies. Gomez looks to switch the ball. Torrejel, but was never on, really. Cesar Alvarez putting a little bit of pressure. Looking up top for Maldonado now. Maldonado lets the ball go out. As the Huskies defender, all he could do was head the ball out. And it's a throw-in for the Vikings. Quick throw-in now in the corner. Working with it is Garcia, who lays it off. Covarrubias with it now. Moves it to Gonzalez. Israel Gonzalez spreads the ball wide. To Alfredo Garcia. Nice dip of the shoulder. Oh, but his toe poke does not get where it needs to be. Stepping up is the Viking defense, though, to keep him in play. Nice move by Gonzalez. Edgar Gonzalez with the scissor. Just shifts it. Oh, good save.
Oh.
That was definitely a chance for the Vikings.
Oh,
But
man.
Salvador Barbosa was in perfect position for the Huskies to head that ball out. Number 18. Well done. The ball definitely had beat the goalkeeper and it was looking on its way to be 1-0. But the defender was perfectly placed to snuff out the danger. Ball over the top, cleared by Jordan Elias. They move it forward now to Alvarez. Alvarez chases it down, but it's well shielded out by Martin for the second time today. Man, that was a close opportunity over there, huh?
Yeah, very close. I think a little too close.
Good ball slipped in to Gonzalez, who this time, scissor move was used to perfection. He tried to dink it over to the back post. Unfortunately for him, Barbosa was in perfect position to head it out. Ocampo with the goal kick. Flicked on by Garcia. Flicked on again by Gonzalez. Maldonado on the ball, but deflected out off of a Husky player for a Viking throw-in. Maldonado plays the ball quickly in to Israel Gonzalez. Israel has the ball, picks up his head. What does he see? He sees a short pass to Covarrubias. Tries to slip it through to Gonzalez, but poked away by the defender. Good defending by the Huskies as they look to slow the game down and push men forward. Long ball hoofed up by Elias. Elias looking for Alvarez, but defenders there for the Vikings to head it out. That was Rojo. No foul, ref says play on. And it's George Chavez who has the ball, looks to slip it through to Alvarado, but can't. And Viking defender in the way to get the clearance. Good play by Irving Alvarado. Throwing now for the Huskies. Deep in Viking territory. They look to move it back, but it's good defense here. Oh, the ref calls a push. Unlucky call. It looked like the player was already going over. The Vikings are scoring just over a goal per game. So we can definitely expect them to get on the score sheet today. As a matter of fact, East Los Angeles and Long Beach are averaging the exact same amount of goals per game.
Really?
1.15.
Wow. That's a coincidence.
So we expect 2 goals today. Vegas would be putting money on 2 goals. The over. Nice clearance here by Irving Alvarado. It was on its way to Edgar Gonzalez as he looked to get position, but he was pushed in the back by Perra, who tried to get position on the striker. And they're looking for Gonzalez again against Perra this matchup. 1-on-1. Nice cut by Gonzalez. Good service into the box. Touched. Oh, good save. Oh, man. Covarrubias was on the end of that. Oh, man, that should have been a goal. But luckily for them, Joshua Moreno was in the right place at the right time to make the save for the Huskies. And it could have easily been 1-0 Vikings, if not for the quick reactions and reflexes of Moreno. Gabriel Covarrubias with a perfect chance in the game from Dominguez High School. It's good work on the outside by Gonzalez initially. Oh, rips the shot. Oh, he just goes over. The Huskies answering back with a chance of their own. And it was number 8, George Chavez, with an opportunity that skimmed the crossbar as Ocampo was scrambling in his net. Back and forth we go. A couple teams exchanging beautiful chances here as Maldonado wins the header. Knocks it down to Gabriel Covarrubias, back to Maldonado. Good tackle in the back by the Huskies. Number 17 there, Barros, was able to win that slide tackle beautifully off the striker's feet. And it's Barros again with the long ball. Long Beach having a little bit of difficulty getting it out of the back and connecting with their forwards. Huskies play it back to Moreno. Moreno plays it up top to Gomez. Gomez flicks it on to Alvarez, but Alvarez is dispossessed of the ball by the Viking defense. And back they come. Number 22, Martin, looks for the long ball to Covarrubias. Knocked down. Here comes Jorge Chavez, who had the chance earlier in the game, but his ball goes just out of bounds. Looking for Orejel on that left side. It's 29 minutes left in this first half. Still 0-0 between Long Beach Vikings and the East Los Angeles Huskies. Both teams exchanging good opportunities. Oh, a little whack in the face there by Maldonado isn't picked up by the referee. And here comes Alvarez. He has an opportunity. He's on the right side. He looks to cross the ball. Decides to hold it up instead. There's still a player down for the Huskies.
No, he's getting back up. I think he...
Oh, a cleats up tackle there. Good tackle by Jorge Alves. But he's dribbled around by Alfredo Garcia, who spreads it wide to Covarrubias, who had the chance earlier in the game. That was saved by Moreno. And it's knocked out for a Viking throw-in. Throws it down the line now. Maldonado. Cleared out by Barros again. Only as far as Covarrubias. Back to Maldonado. Covarrubias again. Cuts in on his defender. He's in. One more man to beat. He comes across and snuffs out the danger. It was good defense there in the end. Good defense by Elias coming across and helping out his fellow defenders. It's a corner kick for the Vikings. Noah, what have you seen so far in this first half of action? Any team have the upper hand?
Well, in my personal opinion, I think East LA has been kind of picking up a little bit. LBCC, the men's team particularly, is great. They're putting in their 110%. I don't know about defense, though, in case of LBCC. How do you think their defense is doing?
I think both teams are struggling right now.
Yeah.
A little bit in the defensive half of the field. They've given up some good opportunities to either team. But offensively, Long Beach has had the better of the two chances to score.
Yeah.
As they press here on a corner kick. Little confusion for the Huskies in the back as the ball swung in, left-footed. Little flick on by the Huskies and chased down now by Gonzalez.
That ball's out of bounds.
It's good defense by Martinez, who knocked the ball out. The Huskies wanted to throw in, but I think the referee got it right there. Two wins, 7 losses, and 4 ties. Once again, is the Huskies' record coming into this game. In conference play, they're winless. They're no wins and 4 losses. They did, however, win a non-conference game against El Camino in their last outing, winning 4-0. So they're coming off riding on a high. Opposite of Long Beach, who tied their last game to Chaffee 1-1. Long ball sent forward by Elias. Finds Alvarez up top, who does some good work and looks to lay it off, but the Viking defense is there to clear it out again. Luis Martin, center back. Oh, foul there. Not a very smart one by Martin. He had his man perfectly positioned going out of bounds, and for some reason he decided to bump him in the back. Dangerous opportunity here, as we mentioned, a little bit of a height advantage if they're to send all their men forward for the Huskies. Looks like they're sending 2 of their big guys forward. The rest will stay back.
So what have you seen so far in this game, Gabriel?
As I mentioned, just 2 teams that in the offensive third look like they're capable of scoring, but in the defensive third they're giving up too much. I mean, this is an opportunity here that should have never been. He had his man on the outside, so defending's definitely going to be suspect. It's going to definitely help out goal-scoring opportunity. We see how they mark on these set pieces.
Yeah.
Oregel serves it in, but cleared out there by Rojo. Nice volley on the left foot. Saved by Ocampo. Shot by Jorge Chavez. That's 2 rips he's had today that have been beautiful. That one, luckily for Ocampo, was right at him. He was able to collect it and handle it. But man, the technique to hit that. Very difficult attempt. Made it look easy. And headed out by Elias, as Gonzalez was trying to turn him for the Vikings.
Starting to cool down a little bit.
Yeah. They're worried about a little bit of light problems because there are no light standards here, so they have to rely on the sunlight. So if the game runs a little bit late, they're not going to be able to have a chance.
I don't think so.
And in comes number 26, Nicholas Vasquez from Long Beach, Jordan. I had the opportunity to work with Nicholas for a little while. Maldonado turns on his player. Huskies thought there should have been a foul. Drive across. Saved by Moreno. Important save as it was coming across towards Vasquez. Huskies have the ball. Sent long, but one back by Long Beach. And here they come again. Vasquez making a diagonal run on the right side. And Gonzalez was looking for him as it was flicked on by Maldonado, but it's broken up, not high enough. Here comes Perra, who breaks the ankles of Gonzalez and switches the ball over. Beautiful ball to Oregel. Definitely a danger man. Turns his man inside. Shoots it. Ocampo with the save. Cuts off the angle at the near post, and man, was that an opportunity for the Huskies.
Well, I'd say that was quite an opportunity that they blew.
Yeah, he should have done better there. He put it down on the ground close to the goalie where he could reach. Figured he'd go back post low or back post high. After turning his man, he was in.
So
corner kick now for the Huskies. Served in. Good curling ball, but Ocampo gets a big mitt to it and is able to push the ball out wide. Good punch by Ocampo as he gets praise from his coach. Had the opportunity to also work with the goalie Ocampo for a while.
Wind's picking up just a little bit.
He's a really good, fundamentally sound goalie, very athletic, but unfortunately if he makes a mistake, it seems to stick with him. He does not have a short memory, as some coaches wishes he would have. Oregel now on the corner kick. Serves it in. Ocampo decides to stay in his goal. It's the right decision as the Huskies get ahead to it, but unfortunately for them, it goes just wide. That was the number 25 climbing, Andres Martinez, who headed it wide for them. As we mentioned, definite height advantage. I know we keep harping on it, but you could definitely notice it on these set pieces. Delivery just needs to be there, and maybe that delivery was just a little bit too floated of a cross. He was unable to redirect it on target. Ocampo with the goal kick, challenged by Maldonado. Good win there in the middle. Strong win by Mujica. And here come the Vikings.
Whoa!
Tackle, jumped over. Good work by Alvarado, who cuts it into his left foot. Looks to keep going across. Where's he going? He's going back with it. Nice touch. Nice little give and go there by Gonzalez and Mujica. But in the end, collected by the Huskies defense, who did a good job of closing them down. Alvarado sends a long ball looking for their danger man, Alvarez. Alvarez in a foot race. Unable to win that against Hector Rojo. Good work by the Vikings defender to get on goal side of him and to stay there.
Yeah, defense is kind of picking up a little bit.
Once again, 0-0. Long Beach City against East LA. The ball goes just out of bounds. The referee calls it on the near side here as Alfredo Garcia tried to keep it in bounds on the outside of the foot pass there by Irving Alvarado. Just missed him. It was good work by the Vikings. Alvarado back on the ball. Little acrobatic kick there. And he's back on it. Maldonado shifts it over to the right to Israel Gonzalez. Looks for a long ball. Splits the defense to Maldonado. Shifts it over to Garcia, who looks for Vasquez on the far side, but it's taken away. Good interception there by the number 17, Barros, for the Huskies. Long Beach seemed to be gaining a little bit of a foothold in the game as the Huskies are doing a lot of chasing now, and their possession seems to be only for a couple seconds at a time, as opposed to the Vikings, who seem to be stringing 3, 4, 5 passes together. And here they go again. They're off. Israel Gonzalez splits the defense to Maldonado. Back to Gonzalez. He faces the field. Oh, he shifts the ball over. A little bit of a bad pass behind Naves. When he said track back to get it, that killed some momentum that the Vikings had building there. Naves dribbled all the way across the field to Rojo. Rojo spreads it out wide to Alvarado. Alvarado tries to play the ball through. Deflection, fortune deflection, right to Garcia. Garcia to Maldonado. Oh, and his pass is just off. Carlos Maldonado was looking to split the defense into Gonzalez, but didn't happen. Alvarez brings the ball down and knocks it to George Chavez, who switches the ball over, and Martin Oregel does excellent work again. Turns his defender, could be a penalty. The referee deems it just outside of the box. It's a foul by Victor Naves, who definitely drug down his player, and it must be inches outside of the box. That looked close. Not sure what Victor Naves was thinking there. The simple play would have been to kick it out of bounds, but instead he tried to make a cut and go body on body instead of just poking at the ball. Opportunity now, driven, dangerous one, bounces across the box and cleared eventually by the Vikings. The Huskies are back on the ball now. They bring it out wide. It's Alvarado who brings it down, finds Alvarez. Alvarez to Andres Martinez, serves in the ball. They try to win the ball, but it's well won by Alejandro Martin, the center back for Long Beach City. That was a dangerous opportunity moments ago for the Huskies. It was the danger man again, Jorge Chavez, who stood over the free kick, and it was deflected right across the 6-yard box. But unfortunately for them, they didn't have anyone to get on the end of it. And fortunately for Long Beach City, they were able to clear the ball. Some instructions now being yelled out by the coaches to their teams as they Huskies want to keep more possession, as we just mentioned ago. Here's Chavez again. Shots rising, but that's 4 shots for him. One of them just skimmed the crossbar. One of them on the free kick. The other one stung the hands of Ocampo, and this one just sails over the bar. Center back change now coming in for the Vikings is Anthony Gonzalez, going to replace Martin. Martin's had a good opening half for the Vikings. Cleared out a couple danger opportunities, shielded out a couple balls, strong in the air. They're hoping that Gonzalez can keep up that momentum in marking Alvarez. Coming in, looks like he's gonna play the left center back and shift over Rojo to the right center back. Long kick by Ocampo, could have been a foul. Ref says play on. Another opportunity here for Naves to play it simple, and he does. A little bit of a dangerous ball to Alvarado, who drops it off here. First touch for Gonzalez. Plays a left foot, nice weighted pass over the top. Wood won by Martinez. Martinez heads it forward. George Chavez on the ball again. Handball doesn't get called against the Vikings. It's Martinez again. Oh, foul on Gonzalez as he runs through the back of Martinez and knocks him down. Referee's letting him play a little bit, but he couldn't let that one go. Definitely foul. Service is going to come in now by Elias. Probably looking for Alvarez on the back post, and it is. Alvarez attacking the ball. Just goes over his head. Maldonado knocks it down to Gonzalez. Israel Gonzalez back to Maldonado, who lays it off. But Mojica's long ball was blocked off in the end. Oh, opportunity here for Luis Alvarado. Shot low. Ocampo makes himself big. Knocks the ball out on an awkward bounce. It's a good save by Ocampo in the end, considering it bounced right in front of him.
Holy smokes, Batman.
Luis Alvarado with a good opportunity for the Huskies to make it 1-0 and then take the lead. Unfortunately, for him, his shot swerved right at Ocampo. You could see him trying to cut across the back of the ball and hit it to the back post, but unfortunately, just missed it by maybe an inch on the ball where he wanted to hit it sweetly. Sometimes when you hit the ball too good, it goes straight to the goalie. You want to hit a little bit off center so it can swerve either side. Cross comes in now. Well won by Maldonado out to Vasquez. Vasquez back to Maldonado. Nifty little back heel. Vasquez is giving chase. Oh, well won. Well done by Barbosa, who was also the man who made the goal-saving clearance earlier in the game. Looked to hit it to the back post, but Naves is there to clear the danger. Helped out by Mujica. Knocked in. Kept in by Perra. Once again, it's Mujica on the ball. Looks to spread the ball wide. Victor Naves has got some wheels and gives up the foul. Leaves his feet. It's 3 fouls in the game for Naves. The ref must be thinking about giving him a card soon.
Oh, boy. He doesn't look so good.
Fouling Luis Alvarado, who just had the opportunity moments ago that Ocampo saved. And that's a painful one.
Yeah. Where'd he get hit?
He got hit in the back of his legs. Somewhere around the Achilles area.
Ooh,
you can see him
ouch.
grabbing it.
Yeah.
It's a stinger. Just watching the warm-ups, we were watching Cesar Alvarez head the ball, and he looked dangerous in the air, and that's why I think all these set pieces are definitely going to be going towards him. But they need to be a little bit more driven. Giving a little bit of floating, giving a little bit of air under them is allowing the Viking defense to get underneath it. Services have to be a little bit more driven so he can come across it and use his height to just get a nick on it. Service comes in, looking for Alvarez.
Whoopsie.
Cleared out as we just mentioned. There's Alvarez again. He's offside. Oh man, he's offsides and he takes a hard landing, but he'll be all right.
So the head bumps, or the head shots, is that because
The headers?
Yeah, the headers. What's that all about?
Well, unfortunately for them, they can't use their hands.
Yeah.
Heading is a fine art. It's a fine skill. There's actually rules against that now in the youth game.
Oh, really?
That you cannot teach a kid how to, you're not allowed to head the ball in youth games until the age of 12 due to all the new concussion stuff.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I grew up as a player learning how to head the ball first. So to see that rule implemented, it's kind of disappointing. I could see where they're coming from, but at the same time, you should be teaching the right technique of how to head, not just to head.
Right.
It's an opportunity here for the Huskies. Falls Alvarez. Oh, just heads the ball wide. It was Orgel, the danger man, who got served to the back post, and he put it straight back across for Alvarez. And Cesar Alvarez's header just goes wide. He was a little bit off balance when he headed it. Vikings making another substitution here, trying to get some type of rhythm. It's Christopher Ribert comes in. Ribert out of Lakewood High School from Cerritos, California. Immediately tries to make an impact on the game and get on the header. Hoof forward by the Huskies, straight to Ocampo. Easy collection here, as he'll try to settle his team down and see if they can get back to their offense that they seem so well at in the first 15, 20 minutes. They were all over them, and now it seems the momentum has shifted. You can feel it shifting. Another outside the foot pass, broken up. Well done by Mercado. Another outside the foot pass, as I mentioned, by Alvarado here on the left defender. Looks to throw it into Ribet. He has the ball up top. Good turn. Oh, but a bad touch takes him out of bounds against Elias. He had him turn. A little rush of blood to the head made him dribble out of bounds.
Good turn, but keep that ball tight.
Coach from the Vikings, Coach Cameron Bollock, saying essentially the same thing I just said.
Echo.
So good eye. Pat on the back for me.
Yeah, there you go.
You call that an attaboy.
Attaboy,
Little push
buddy
in the
boy.
back isn't called. Luckily brought down, looking for the little diagonal ball for Vasquez. He's in. Nick Vasquez. Can't get a toe on the ball, does. Oh, but Moreno comes out and just snuffs it out.
Bummer.
Vasquez looked to be in, but good pressure, good persistent pressure by the Husky defense between Barros and then Moreno coming out and making the save. Prevented Vasquez from getting in. Vasquez isn't a very big player, so some physical pressure, a little bit of arm on him. It's going to take away opportunities. Alvarado working with the ball out of the back, lays it off for Gonzalez. Gonzalez passes the ball in the middle now to the other Gonzalez, Israel Gonzalez, who moves the ball even more to Alfredo Garcia, who looks to split in. Ribet. Ribet's in, but he's offside.
Oh.
Despite the offsides, Moreno still coming out and making himself big and making the save. It's a good opportunity. Not sure how far off he was, but that was close.
Good effort. Unlucky. Nice turn, Freddie.
Opportunities coming thick and fast now for the Vikings. A little bit of physical pressure up top as Alvarez is bumped. Long ball sent up to Alvarez, but it's headed clear. Nicely done by Rojo. Mention the name again, Rojo. Seems to be everywhere. Hector Gomez lays it off to Chavez, who shot this time. Does nothing to worry Ocampo. Ocampo sends in the long ball looking for Ribert. Looks to win the header, but he's unable to do so. Good win in the air again by Barros. And a free kick is called for the Huskies. Barros stepping up to take it. We've already seen what the game plan is. Just send it in the box. See if they play it short for the first time they do. Pera lays it back to Barros. And I'm sure the service is coming, in which it is. Serves it to the back post.
Whoops.
But only black shirts there. Once again, 0-0 as the sideline erupts a little bit. The ref doesn't see a little elbow thrown by the Huskies player. He says play on. The Vikings are donning their all-black uniforms, and the Huskies are wearing their white and green kit. Nice little ball movement here, a little give and go, but snuffed out by Pera. Well done. Good play by Pera as he's able to win a throw-in for the Huskies under the pressure from Alfredo Garcia. In comes substitution. Number 5 coming in. Ernesto Rubalcaba.
It's
Rubalcaba.
Rubacaba. Sounds like Chupacabra.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
I'd rather not.
Rubalcaba putting pressure on the defense right now. Gets whistled for a foul on his first action of the game. He fouls Gonzalez. Just looking to win the ball there. Gonzalez, of course, does the smart thing, the veteran thing, and moves the ball about 10 yards farther than the foul was, just to gain some field position. Low driven ball. It's got to be more distance on that ball. Still, one on a mistake by Alfredo Garcia. Maldonado's dispossessed of the ball. This man comes all the way back. Rubalcaba is able to win the ball back. Perra moves the ball out wide to Barros. Barros, one more to Barbosa. Barbosa plays it down the line, finds Orejel. Orejel, nice in pass to Barbosa with the slip pass. Just didn't happen for him as he was trying to find Alvarez. And now it's cleared by Rojo, but only as far as Gonzalez. Israel Gonzalez with a bad back pass. Just doesn't work, and Alvarez is back on the ball. A little shifty footwork. Finds Orejel, who switches the ball to the back post, but Ocampo's there to collect it. Ocampo has excellent reach. Very long arms, and exactly what you want in a goalkeeper. Soft hands, long arms. Much like a wide receiver, he was able to go up and climb above everybody and catch that ball. Gonzalez now with the ball, looking long. Nice run here by Alvarado. And Ribet. Ribet's on the ball. Can he pick up his head and find a pass? And, just snuffed out, just wide. Here we should have kept a little more possession. Alvarez battling with Gonzalez. Here comes Chavez. Chavez with the strike. Good opportunity there.
But blew it.
For the Huskies. Well, it was blocked by
Yep.
Rojo, who came across and actually made a good defensive play.
Sure.
But that guy, Jorge Chavez, again, with another opportunity in the game. I believe that's his 5th shot. Definitely the one with the most amount of chances in the game, either team. And although we had those 2 opportunities for the Vikings just minutes ago, it really has been the Huskies dominating the last 20 minutes of the game, despite not connecting a lot of passes, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Normally you think a team has to connect a lot of passes and have more possession, but
Yeah, definitely.
the Vikings have had more possession, but the chances have been coming.
Well, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Knotted down. Here's Chavez again, gonna rip another one. He does flick. Oh, Alvarez almost flicks and sends Ocampo the wrong way. Fortunately for Ocampo, it bounced right to him. A little bit more foot on that, and that would have been out. Gonzalez sends the ball out of bounds as he sliced across the back of it. Still 0-0 as we approach the end of the half here. The Vikings and the Huskies exchanging chances. Definitely not a lot of chances that are clear-cut for the Huskies, but they've definitely had a couple that were close. A couple of long shots. And they had that one moments ago that Alvarez tipped right to Ocampo, but once again, that's off a deflection as Maldonado fouls Martinez here, and a dangerous opportunity before the end of the half for the Huskies. They send a big guy forward. They're sending Elias forward now. Standing over the ball is Andres Martinez. Let's see if he can trouble them here. Gonna look for the far post. Oh, just too far on top of the box. Oh, a bad bounce. Ocampo with the save, the rebound. And it's put in by the Huskies. 1-0. The substitute who just came in the game, Ernesto Rubalcaba, was the first to react to the rebound. Off of the initial shot by Hector Reyes, was saved beautifully by Ocampo, and the referee does not raise his flag, and the goal stands. It's 1-0 Huskies over the Vikings. The coach can pat himself on the back there as Ernesto Rubalcaba puts that in for the Vikings. On the season, that's Rubalcaba's second goal. As we look at the replay here, the ball served in initially by Martinez. Gets half cleared by the Vikings, but it falls down to Reyes, who takes the shot. Can't tell if he's in an offside position or not, but it looks like he is on. Maldonado looks to have played him on. And it's Rubalcaba who reacts first to it and is able to tuck the ball underneath Ocampo and Maldonado and rolls into the net.
And we're back live here on the field.
Gonzalez comes out and snuffs out the danger. Puts it wide to Alvarado. And right now it's just not working for the Vikings. A goal right before halftime will definitely send them into the half with something to talk about. And will encourage the Huskies here. As the ref keeps his flag down again, another dangerous play isn't called. Should be a corner and is. Corner kick upcoming for the Huskies as they look to extend their lead. Martin Orejel comes to the near side to take the corner kick. The services so far have been pretty good on the corners, has kept Ocampo on his line. But one time Ocampo had to come off and make the save, he did. Ball swung in to the back post. Cleared out by Ribeiro, chest by Vasquez. Vasquez gets a toe on it, but it goes the wrong direction as he doesn't give up on it though. The Vikings working together to get that ball out. Alvarado passes it down the line. It's taken away. Vasquez channels Pera, but Pera wins the ball. Here comes Rubalcaba, flicks it forward. A nice touch. In for Hector Reyes. Oh, beautiful shot and save by Ocampo. Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable.
He seemed to be out of position, Ocampo, but he made the cat-like reflex save to keep them in the game.
Talk about natural instincts.
The Viking offense is non-existent here. They just don't seem to be physical enough. They're getting beat to every 50-50 ball that's being knocked out. Seems to be a problem here. They get the ball on the ground and move it a little bit quicker. Ball movement's just a little bit too slow. When they did have their success, they were moving the ball a lot quicker. In is Alfredo Garcia. Tries to cut it back there for Alejandro Saavedra. The Huskies take it out. They read it, and they clear the ball out for a throw-in.
Ball back in the play.
Throw in now by Garcia. Cleared out by the Huskies. But only as far as Navas, who smashes the ball in. Initially dropped by the goalie, by Moreno, but he picks it back up. And he'll tell you that he have it covered the whole time. Oh, in comes number 5, making it 2. Ocampo with the slap save. Ocampo with a double save.
Wow.
And Saul Ocampo denying Ernesto Rubalcaba's second goal of the game as a miscommunication between Gonzalez and Ocampo, as Gonzalez tried to head the ball back, but it was way too soft. And Rubalcaba just didn't give up on the play, and back come the Huskies again.
Surprising.
Hector Reyes tries to finish, and he doesn't, is taken away by the Vikings. All hands on deck here.
Well done, Ribbit.
Oh, a little bit of a foul there. He was nutmegged. He tries to stand over him, but he did get nutmegged. Saavedra takes him down cynically. Man, another opportunity for the Huskies. Maybe should have seen the back of the net. Unorthodox attempt by Rubalcaba to knee it over Ocampo, but luckily Ocampo stayed big and kept his balance long enough to make that happen quick. This is Barrera who takes or Barbosa, excuse me, who takes a shot, gets deflected out after a quick pass to Perra, who moved it wide to Barbosa. This cannon came off a Viking defender as he closed down the space. Throw in for the Huskies. Throws it quickly down the line to Oregel. And cleared out by Naves, who got on top this time. Chavez serves the ball in, but straight to the hands of Ocampo. Ocampo looks for the quick one out wide to Gonzalez.
Whoop.
Alvarado with a leap over the back of the defender, or the attacking player. Gonzalez looks for another ball, but I think he's only hit one type of pass so far since he's come in the game, and it's been ineffective. And the turnover results in a foul, another foul against the Vikings.
How many fouls that make?
As it was Reyes who got fouled.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Opportunities have disappeared now for the Vikings. They've lost all sense of organization here. Standing over the ball is Chavez. He might rip one here, and he does. And it's halftime.
All right.
Unfortunately for the Vikings, they find themselves 1 down. And the score is Huskies 1, Vikings 0. And the majority of the chances have come the Huskies' way.
All right, everyone, so stay tuned for the next half, and we'll be right back. Okay, so better than last, but...
Right?
Don't point at me and say right. Don't ever
Okay,
point at
fine.
me and say right. I don't know what you were just talking about.
Randy said if we score a goal, we're gonna go go.
You can do that.
Okay.
I don't want to be, but I don't want to show bias, so it would be cliche if I did it.
Okay. Sometimes cliche works.
Very true.
What's up with championships at the minute? We're doing okay, we won tonight. Today too. Newcastle. Yeah. Benitez. Trying to keep us up. Didn't work. But then, yeah, we're glad he stayed. We didn't think he was going to stay after we went down. But he's that's all about getting the players and then got the players on board as well. Doing really well. Hopefully we'll straight back up.
I think that our
they're going to have. I don't think they're going to get booked anytime soon. They're not very consistent.
Thank you.
They're winning almost everything.
Yeah.
So. Dude, number 8? Wow.
Yeah. A couple of rips. I was like, damn.
Yeah, dude. That first one I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was definitely out of nowhere. And then after that, he was just feeling it.
Yeah.
Dancing soccer is not as easy as I thought. Because there's really not a lot for me to commentate.
Well, because you're learning. You're learning the game. You don't know the game. If you knew the game, then you'd probably be able to fill in a lot of gaps. Because I'm leaving gaps for you,
Yeah.
but I know that you don't know the game.
Well, I mean, I'll fill in a couple of things here and there, but
Well, I just mean I'm not talking about the formations. And if you knew formations, that's something you could talk about.
Yeah.
Or I'm not I brought up height advantage, but you could bring that up. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm learning.
Slaving.
You're what, 6'2"?
You were. You used to be. Back in high school, you were 6'2".
Yeah, you got down.
When you didn't eat your
I'm going down. How are you?
Just that short of 6. But I'll say 6. I just say 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better to say
Just round it.
We
I wear my Saturday night uniform.
Okay.
We're playing East LA, and the first game was kind of boring because we just ended it up at 59. And with that, it's 1-0 here, but
I write for a website.
Yeah. So I cover them. I do all the interviews, and then I cover all the international teams that come here too.
Yeah. That's what you're going to go away with. To play before we play on the floor. So I thought you'd do it for that. I thought, is it the same spot? Is it the same spot as well? So you can get it.
Yeah, so during the summer I cover all the European teams, and so I got to cover PSG when they came.
Yeah, they should shoot you.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well.
To help what?
I know you're a star.
No, to help what?
Your talent. It's tough to find talent. Oh, I'm sorry.
To help rap, is that what you said?
Yes, we need to wrap and get all the equipment back over to Venice. So I'm going to need as much help as I can. So,
For Saturday's game.
Exactly. So don't worry about like scrambling. Say, okay, see you, Mr. Hurst. Bye.
Okay, sure. That starts at 5.
Well, in that case, you're okay. If you can just help me wrap all this stuff up
Sure.
in that cardboard box.
And then take it to
that
that stadium. Sure.
Yeah, and then you can
Yeah. Whatever you can do for it would be great.
If you are with grandpa.
All right. Oh, thank you. Yep, we're back. You got it. I'll start up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Albert.
You got it. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the second half of the LBCC men's soccer game. It's LBCC against East LA. I'm Noah Russell, along with Gabe Montoya. Take it away.
Thanks, Noah. Well, as we start the second half here, we're hoping to get a little bit of a better offensive display from the Vikings. They started off the game really well, and then as the half wore on, I don't know if they got tired or just got out of rhythm, but it was all Huskies the last 20 minutes of the half or so, and that's when they got their goals. So they could have had opportunities to make it 2 or 3 goals, but fortunately for the Vikings, they didn't. As we see Maldonado beat 1, beat 2, beat 3 players in the low shot. Oh, it's saved by Moreno.
Ooh.
He was trying to steal the show in the first first minute of the second half here. Obviously, the Vikings had a little pep talk during halftime to try to get them a little bit riled up. But just looking at the first half stats, you can see that the Huskies pretty much won everything, every statistical category. They had 15 shots against 4 for the Vikings. They had 5 corner kicks, 2 of the Vikings. The Huskies only needed to make 3 saves. The Vikings were forced into 9. Ocampo in goal kept the game only within 1 goal. They still have a chance. The only category that the Vikings won was fouls.
Yeah.
10 fouls to 3. And you had mentioned earlier in the first half, how many fouls is that?
Yeah.
I said maybe like 5 or 6. I don't know, a lot. It's 10.
10 fouls. Holy smokes! Well, you know what? In football, we actually get a lot more. We actually get a lot more penalties than we do here. On average, we get about 15 to 20 penalties a game, which is nuts.
Right. And as we mentioned, George Chavez led out both teams in shots. He had 4 shots in that first half. He'll be looking to add to that. He almost had a couple goals, one that Ocampo needed to save and one that just skimmed the crossbar. As we see a couple of new players on for the Vikings. A long ball sent by Gudino, one of the new players who just came in, Jesus Gudino. The diagonal ball, unfortunately, doesn't find anyone. Moreno's able to collect. Moreno sends the ball long, looking for Chavez. But won by Israel Gonzalez, but in the wrong direction. Sent over the top, right to the hands of Ocampo. The game's a little bit spread right now as we see the offense for the Vikings a little bit higher up the field than maybe they should be, because the back line needs to get up at the same speed as they do. Otherwise, they're going to be countered in the midfield. Maldonado loses the ball to Barbosa, and he ends up winning a throw-in for the Huskies. Well done by Barbosa. You figure the game plan here for the Huskies is to add a security goal, not to try to protect what they already have, but to add to it. You wonder where the leadership's going to come from for the Vikings. If they don't get a goal here right away in the first 10 minutes, are they going to fold? Oh, hard tackle there by Maldonado on Chavez. No foul called. Excuse me, it wasn't Gonzalez. He tackles Orejel. Chavez flicks it over to Orejel.
Whoop. Hello.
And cleared out of bounds by Naves right in front of our faces. Naves cleared it right in front of our noses.
I'm just glad it didn't hit us in the noses.
Throw it now by Barbosa. Cleared out again. Same player, Naves. Huskies definitely taking their time. in no rush here. Naves wins the ball. But again, another throw in.
You think their defense has kind of improved a little bit at LBCC's?
I don't. That's why they, at the end of the first half, they had those 3 or 4 chances to score, and they put one of them away.
Yeah, they blew it.
No, they're just struggling. You know, they started off the season really poor. Long Beach did.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then they've kind of been finding their feet lately. The last 5 games, they've had 2 wins, 2 ties, and a loss. So they're definitely trying to right this ship, but you could sense something's not right. Organization-wise on the field, players seem to be lost or just disjointed from the back line to the front line. It's one of those situations where they got to play more as a unit, and it seems like they're asking the offense to go play offense and the defense to just play defense but not work together. So you see a lot of space in the midfield, and when the Huskies win the ball, they're able to just knock it down and bring it up slowly.
Wow.
Chance here as Gonzalez brings it down under a little bit of pressure, knocks it around to Garcia. Jorge Garcia, who entered this game in the second half now, is on it on his left foot. Slips it back in. Nice pass for Gonzalez. Can he get there? He does, but straight to the hands of Moreno on the cross. It's a little bit too long. As once again, just as I mentioned, the Huskies are able to just play it through the midfield without any pressure because of this disjointed organization of the Vikings. Long clearance now. Forced to head it out is Martin. A little bit of Route 1 soccer there, just long ball over the top. Forced the defense into a decision, and Martin seems to have landed awkwardly as he limps back into position. Throws it down the line now. Rubalcaba looked to knock it down for his teammate, for Reyes, but it was poked out of bounds. It'll be another throw here for the Huskies. Once again, Long Beach City College in all black, El Camino College in their white and green.
That's East LA.
Or East LA, sorry, what did I say?
You said El Camino.
Oh, I meant to say.
Tired?
East LA College
Yeah.
in their green and white.
Uh-oh.
Here
Ball
comes the
coming
ball.
our way. What? Oh!
I got you. For those of you on TV, you didn't just see my first touch keeping it out of the booth.
Yeah.
On my toe. Prevented a near catastrophe.
He protected me, and I thank you for that.
Foul called in favor of the Huskies.
Our sports information director to the right of me found it funny.
The coach just asked me if I'll put on a uniform, but I told him, no, I will not put on a uniform. Unfortunately, I haven't stretched. So I'd be a little to no use right now.
Yeah, well, that means he loves you, buddy.
Although my touch is golden.
Yeah.
Back to the action here.
Okay.
As Gomez shifts his body, plays it out wide here to Orejel on the near side. Shifts one way, goes the other way. Well won by Naves, and Naves wins a free kick for the Vikings. Good defense. Naves and Orejel have been in a one-on-one battle all game long. And that time, Naves wins it. Long ball sent up top. Won again by the Huskies. They're telling you, they're winning every 50-50 ball that gets sent up top. A little bit more physicality, maybe creating some fouls higher up in these air balls. As we mentioned, the Huskies have a height advantage, so.
Yeah, they do. They're they don't tower our players, but they are maybe a couple inches taller than them. But yeah, height and speed is important.
By Rojo. Height and speed is important, yeah, across any sport.
Sure. Well, particularly with basketball, height is extremely important. Well, I mean, speed is important too, but just particularly with basketball, it's height is important.
Yeah, I would say speed too.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like you said.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice diagonal ball. Won by the substitute, Houdino. Good positioning by him. And Hector Gomez gets on the ball again, gives it to Chavez. Chavez spreads the ball out wide. And it's Rubalcaba, the man who scored the first goal out there. But once again, Gudino with a good defensive play. Acrobatic. Clears the ball out. Needed to be. If he beats him, he's in on goal. Rubalcaba looking to add a second. That's how it usually is for strikers. You add a first goal and all of a sudden goals start pouring in until you hit the dry spell, and then all of a sudden you can't score to save your life. Andres Martinez looking to keep it up top for the Huskies, but can't do that. Chavez, header goes the wrong way. Berra on the ball, gets knocked off, pushed a little bit. The coach yells, finally, some physicality. Someone's challenging in the air.
Ups a daisy.
They're getting beat to every 50-50 ball, and there's nothing's different there. Oh, as Chavez goes through a tackle.
Hello. Oh, take it easy, fellas.
A little bit of an entanglement there.
Hey, break it up, fellas. Break it up.
Rojo and Chavez mix it up a little bit. And he sends a red card to both players and ejects both players from the game. A massive turn of events. It's one of the better defenders for the Vikings and one of the better midfielders,
Yeah,
if not the best midfielder for the Huskies, gets sent off from the game.
He seems a little embarrassed.
He's saying that there were some elbows thrown. Not sure you saw it.
Yeah, I saw.
I know that they were being a little bit physical, and
Yeah.
you got to let him play a little bit. There's no warnings. If he hasn't handed out a card all game long, and it goes straight to red on that. Kind of
I think that was just a point of rage.
wondering if there's something in between there.
You never know. But why is he lying down?
He's in pain, or he wants to waste a little bit of time.
Well, if he's in pain, that's one thing, but he can't waste any time.
Either way, it's going to be 10 on 10.
Yeah.
Inside the field, please. Inside the field. Inside the field.
Either way, it's going to be 10 on 10, so that should mean a little bit more open play here,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure favors the Vikings, but honestly, they can't be doing a whole lot worse offensively, so maybe a man less in the midfield for the Huskies will help them out.
Yeah. So while we wait, once again, this is being brought to you live by the LBCC RTV department on LBCC Vikings production on YouTube.com. And also just wanted to let all of you listeners know out there that this Saturday is going to be our homecoming. And the game is going to be at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I believe. There's going to be a tailgate party a little bit earlier, I think maybe 2 hours prior. And the theme is going to be the Roaring 20s. That's going to be awesome.
Right.
And for football, my co-host, Brent Potvin, and myself will be dressing up as the Blues Brothers, so that's going to be fun.
The Blues Brothers.
Oh, yeah, the Blues Brothers.
Interesting choice.
Well, it's he thought of it, and I complied.
Are the Blues Brothers a 20s thing, or is it a 60s thing or 50s thing?
They stand the test of time. But, well, hey. Well, I mean, the way that they dress, it looks 20s-ish. You know?
I see.
You know, with the mafioso look. You know.
Not sure that. I mean, it stands the test of time going forward, but not sure it stands the test of time going backwards.
Maybe not.
We see the first aid cart being driven onto the field now, as Chavez is unable to leave the field on his own power. He caught an elbow square in the face.
Ouch. I'd give him a bloody nose.
Not just that, but maybe we were talking earlier about the whole concussion symptoms.
Yeah.
I figured he would be getting up as soon as the cart came over. Just give him a little bit of time. A head injury. Yeah, I always have to be careful with head injuries nowadays.
Yeah, very much so. I've seen bad concussions for football when I managed over at Wilson High School here in Long Beach. It's I've seen concussions, I've seen twisted ankles, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of crazy injuries.
Yeah, looking at just to remind everyone of their positional standings in the conference. Long Beach City's tied for second currently with El Camino. with two wins, 1 tie, 1 loss in the South. And in the North, East Los Angeles is sitting in last place, no wins, 4 losses. This would be a massive win for them as they all jog out to greet Chavez. And he passes on the armband to Rubalcaba, the goal scorer. It's a big loss. Big loss for the Huskies because it looked like Chavez would be adding a second goal. He's had the most amount of shots for them so far.
Well, those Huskies won't be howling tonight.
Right you are, Noah. And we will resume play.
Time now is 31:50, which makes it
Officially about 15 minutes left, but that doesn't seem right. No, about 15 minutes in, excuse me, 15 minutes in. But like I said, the referee has the official time, and I'm sure he'll add on some time for that.
right, maybe 5 minutes.
And we resume play from the offsides. As I mentioned, now it's 10 on 10. That means 9 field players. So the game should be a little bit more open. Gonzalez in the back sends the ball up top. Looking for Edgar Gonzalez. That was Anthony Gonzalez on the service. The ball's knocked out wide. For Long Beach, they lose a defender, but they were able to plug in Alejandro Martin right away, so I'm not sure they lose much. Not sure you can replace Jorge Chavez the way he was playing today if you're the Huskies. Service in by Gudino to the back post. Maldonado on in a dangerous area, cuts it onto his right, strikes it off balance, but falls down in the process, and it goes straight into the hands of Moreno. He's looking to push up his team. As Coach Bollock for the Vikings urges his team to get in the box. There was a foul off the ball. Not exactly sure what happened, but it looked like Israel Gonzalez was mixed up. One of the Huskies players. Service in goes out of bounds by Martin Oregel after a good run by Salvador Barbosa. Put the ball out wide for him, but unfortunately his left-footed cross goes off the wrong side of the foot and out. Seems like a wasted opportunity considering the center back issues that maybe the Vikings are having right now. And the big body of Hector Reyes was looming in the box. Ocampo on the goal kick. Sends it up high. No Viking bodies to be found on that one.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Can't make anyone happy. The coach happy there. Sending a goal kick that should be pretty routine, and no one's there to challenge for the ball. It's very frustrating as Reyes is on the ball now. To Perra. Perra looks to switch the ball and does. To Gomez. Gomez can move it one more if he wants to, and he does to Barbosa. Barbosa's on the outside now, one-on-one. Moves it back in. Gomez on the ball. Big switch of the ball. Rubalcaba is determined to be offsides, and it'll be the ball for the Vikings.
Nick, I'm going to let Carlos keep cheating, okay? Carlos is going to be cheating a lot. You're going to have to make sure Ali Hall can't win.
Gonzalez sends another long ball up. Anthony Gonzalez can't find Edgar Gonzalez. The Gonzalez to Gonzalez connection just isn't working here. Maldonado looks to send him in, but fakes it. Lays it off to Naves. Naves outside of the foot, looking for Maldonado, who's going to pressure Barbosa. Good shoulder challenge. And unfortunately, Carlos Maldonado dribbles the ball out of bounds on the challenge. A couple of stocky guys going shoulder to shoulder there.
Stocky guys.
Stocky.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Oregel who has the ball now. Challenged by some of the Viking players as they try to box him in and keep him in the corner. Barbosa with the throw in. Flicked on, but kept in by Gonzalez, by Israel Gonzalez. And a throw in one by Hector Reyes. Cleared out of bounds by Martin. Barbosa on the ball again. Having to say Barbosa has a lot of names, a lot this half. Put up top, and Orejel is fighting for the ball, but it's won by Naves and flicked on by Israel Gonzalez. Hoofed up the field by a Husky player. Rubalcaba brings it down beautifully. It's Reyes with a shot outside of the foot.
Ouch.
Hector Reyes. Not one for the picture book, that's for sure. That
You
ball
said
came
it.
completely off the wrong side of his foot and missed the ball and almost went out for a throw-in. Sure he'll be teased about that in the locker room. Maldonado's coming out for a break as Ribet comes back in for the Vikings. Christopher Ribet, as I mentioned before, from Cerritos. Barbosa wins the ball, Torrejel, but it's pushed away by Naves, and Ribet's first action wins the ball, gets into a dangerous area. Can he keep his touch close? He slots it in, but it's cleared out. Good positioning by Elias, but maybe a poor cross by Ribet. Could have done better there. Try to force it into the feet of Edgar Gonzalez, and he had other options, but can't fault him for trying. It was good effort to win the initial play off the head, drive down to the end line, and look for something positive. Corner kick now is going to be swung in by Israel Gonzalez. Too close to the goalie, and Moreno comes out and collects. On the quick counterattack now, he throws it out to Gomez. Gomez pushes it down the line to Reyes. Hector Reyes one-on-one now, but the ball goes just out of bounds, just out of his reach. Gonzalez was there for the one-on-one, and he throws it in quickly to Ocampo, who says, let's go, boys, and gets the ball moving to the right side to Martin. Martin opens it up to Naves. Naves picks up his head. What does he see? He's an inside lane, takes it, takes another dribble. Splits the ball, rebets in. It's just wide. It's just outside the box. Moreno comes out, and he really spilled that clearance. Should have done a lot better, but slipped as the ball seemed to be tiptoeing the line of the 18-yard box, and he didn't want to get a handball called against him. Meanwhile, Barbosa threw a shoulder into Ribet and forced him out. Some of the Viking players wanted a foul, but it looked like a clean shoulder-to-shoulder. The only iffy part of the play was Moreno dropping the ball. And Israel Gonzalez taking another corner kick. Can he keep it away from the goalie? No, he puts it right to Barbosa. But it's won back by Ribet, who puts it back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez serving it in with his left foot and does to the near post. Cleared out again. As far as Barbosa, who has the ball. Good first touch. Finds Reyes. Reyes is trying to keep it away from the defense, but can't. It's Alfredo Garcia who wins the ball, but it's Reyes who wins it back and passes it out wide to Barbosa. A little bit of intensity coming into the game now, getting a little bit spread. Reyes has the ball. He's being tracked by Gonzalez. He lays it off to Perra. Perra is going to have a shot. No, he puts it back to Reyes, but Reyes was not anticipating, and Naves wins the ball, only to be fouled by Hector Reyes. There'll be a free kick
And I
for the
think he
Vikings.
injured his knee.
He gets stepped on the outside of his foot real quick, out down the outside of his leg. He'll be okay.
Shake it off, tough guy.
Gonzalez sets up the kick now. Anthony Gonzalez, the 5.
In the words of Rodney Dangerfield, they get no respect around here.
The 5'7" freshman from Jordan High School. Gets it up to Ribet, who moves it on to the next level to Garcia. Garcia trying to keep it in bounds and does. Berra's tracking him. But Barbosa comes in to help and clears the ball to Reyes. Reyes does a good job bringing it down. He moves the ball. Nice pass, not to force anything. Gets it into Hector Gomez. Hector Gomez passes out wide. A bad pass behind Rubalcaba, and you have to wonder what his mindset was there. Hector Gomez had plenty of space to take and instead forced a bad pass out to Rubalcaba, who looked to be making a run inside. He passed the ball behind him, and it ends up for a Viking throw-in, a long throw-in straight to the defender, and hoofed a mile high by Jordan Elias. Out of bounds for the Viking throw. About a little over 23 of official time remaining. Vikings need to make something happen if they're going to turn this tie around soon. Can't leave it late, can't leave it till the end. You have to make something happen now as Edgar Gonzalez looks just to do that as he beats one player, beats another, gets tripped up. Maintains possession as the ref plays advantage there. Jorge Garcia back to Gonzalez, but he's offside. Somehow he's called offsides. Looked like he came from behind the defense. Maybe just a little bit too long on the ball by Jorge Garcia. Allowed the Huskies defense to step up.
Yeah, a little way too long.
He releases that ball maybe on his first touch. Gonzalez is on side. A little bad miss kick here by the Huskies defender. Finds Perra. Perra moves the ball out wide to Martinez, and Martinez is hacked down. Another free kick for the Huskies. I think Long Beach is going for like the record for the most amount of fouls in the game.
Ups a daisy. Whoop.
Good save by Barbosa on his left foot as the ball looked to be heading out of bounds. And he makes a nice pass down, but it's taken away by Naves as it was looking for Orejel on the line. Perra with a nice flick to Orejel, does get the ball. Little diagonal ball over the top. Awkward bounce for Gonzalez. And it's Rubalcaba who comes across and gives him a little elbow to the face for his troubles.
That's for sure. First you're hot, now you're cold.
Well, it was hot. Now a little bit of a breeze coming as the sun's dropping down, and say we have like
At least an hour left of light left.
close to an hour of light. Diffuse light. Good light, maybe another 20 minutes as the shadows start to creep and get very long on this field.
The shadows start to creep on the field as October
Ocampo
is
is completely drenched in shade here as the ball looks to come and find him, but Gonzalez comes out and clears it before it can come to him. And it's Hector Reyes with great pressure who wins the ball. And does he win a corner? No, he wins a goal kick. Or loses a corner. As it was Gudino who came over to help out, and he wins the goal kick. Oh, just a little bit of trouble there as Martin almost caught himself in. A little bit of casual play.
Whoops a daisy.
And Naves passes the ball straight out of bounds when he should have kept that in. Perra is doing a great job in the midfield for the Huskies, coming over and closing out lanes. Might not show up in the box score as far as goals and assists, but his work is very industrious. He's a very smart player. Throw in now for Orejel. Loses the battle against Naves. And Ribet's looking for something quick, but nobody's on. Instead, he decides to leave it for Naves. The Vikings really need to get something going. I know I keep saying that, but they have no rhythm right now. They have no chances going on. It's exactly what the Huskies are hoping for, to disrupt their offense. I don't remember the last time the Vikings had a shot. Orejel leaves it up top for Reyes, but Reyes loses out to Naves. Naves, little nifty footwork, but over dribbles back to Orejel. Orejel finds Gomez. Gomez lays it off to Reyes.
Oh.
Reyes is brought down. They call a throw-in for the Vikings, the questionable call, to say the least. Garcia lays it back off. It's Edgar Gonzalez. Little scissor move. Drops it off. Garcia in the corner now, serves it into the box. It's Gonzalez with a shot. Comes across and stopped
No dice.
by Barros with the vital challenge right before the shot could get taken. That was an opportunity. Better ball movement. 1-2 touch passing by the Vikings got them all the way in. They have a tendency to over dribble from what I've seen in the second half. They kind of all want to do it instead of moving the ball and working together as a team. Corner kick now by Alfredo Garcia. Serves in a low cross. It's not what they wanted. Spados clears it. Orejel serves it up top. Opportunity here for Hector Reyes, but he's being closed down, and he is closed down.
Oh.
Good play by Jesus Godino. But Reyes wins it right
Whoa.
back, and they're in a battle.
Careful. Easy,
Not sure who
fellas.
that ball was off of, but it's called Viking ball. Great defending by Godino. He came across about 40 yards across the field to make that challenge, as it looked like Hector Reyes had found his way through into the net.
Chuchu's gonna hold a little bit more though. They were playing a 3-4-2.
Throwing now to Garcia as he tries to flick it over for Maldonado, but it's headed out by Barros. Barros versus Maldonado again. Plays in Ribet. Ribet's
Uh-oh.
one-on-one. Takes a shot, just goes wide. He
Oh.
could have taken another touch.
Adrenaline rush.
But you figured he's got to make the goalie work from there.
Yeah, but that was quite an adrenaline rush.
He's got to make the goalie work from there. He had turned Elias and was in on goal. Just hit it off his shin, it looked like. Took like a baby bounce right before he went to strike it. And that's what ruined his chance in the end. Orejel looks to move the ball up for the Huskies and does. A little bit of an undercut, but it finds Orejel again, who can only find Martin for the Vikings. Lays it off to Ocampo. Ocampo looks up. What does he see? He says Naves out on the wide. Naves picks up his head. He finds line, finds Maldonado. Maldonado with pressure by Barbosa. Tries to do a little bit too much and ends up losing the ball there. And Perra moves the ball beautifully to Barbosa. Barbosa finds the inside. And it's Hector Reyes again. Hector Reyes, ooh, with a cracking shot. And that's a stinger.
That's a definite stinger right there.
Martin came over and closed him down just in time. You could hear the contact.
Yeah.
Shin to shin or foot to shin, so that's either a corner kick or it's a foul, considering one of them did not get the ball. Ribe puts the ball out wide, beautiful header. Here's Maldonado on the counter attack. One-on-one with Barbosa. Is he gonna go inside or outside? He decides to go inside, puts it on his left, curls one in. Cleared out by Hector Gomez and the Huskies as they look to get their lines up. A little bit more spacing here for the Vikings as they've had back-to-back half chances, and the Huskies seem to secure this lead. A lot of time left, too much time to be packing in the bus. It's a good ball, but not high enough for Elias, who stands big in the back. Elias is a big guy. The ball just wasn't able to beat him. Oh, dangerous play there.
Very dangerous.
Barros was able to get out. Barbosa gets it out wide to Orejel. Orejel one-on-one against Naves. This is the matchup all game long, and Naves has won this matchup. Well done. He passes it down the line to Maldonado, who tries too much again and is unable to do so. A little bit of panic after a bad first touch by Alfredo Garcia. They have to have a better idea of what they're going to do before they get the ball. You can see from our shot there how long the shadows are starting to get. As the trajectory of the sun comes into play, looking at the goalkeeper, you can see him in our shot. He's holding up his arms to his head. So any type of free kick opportunity that the Vikings have, they must serve it in front of the goalie, because the sun's going to mess with his vision. And there you can see Ocampo drenched in shade as he punts the ball up. And Ribe is underneath it, looks to get a flick on and does. Maldonado's crashing in, so is Barbosa. Maldonado brings it down. He has an opportunity to, just came across and cleared it just in time. Martinez with another vital opportunity taken away by Martinez. That's two. Naves, a lot of pressure on now, but he's able to keep it in bounds. He does. Now it's on the other foot. Naves against Orejel, but Naves has the ball. Naves scoops it up for Gonzalez. Israel Gonzalez on the inside. He wants a handball and gets it. And now the sun comes into play, as we just mentioned. But they need good service.
Yes, they do.
The last two services by Alfredo Garcia have not been good. And the goalie's been able to come in and collect, or the Huskies have been able to clear easily. So he's been demoted because Carlos Maldonado is standing over the ball. The 5'10 freshman from Warren High School is going to try to serve in a ball here, right in that space in front of the goalie, and hope that his players can crash. If not, he's going high back post. It's a good opportunity here in a dangerous position. Gets it up to the back post. Oh, Moreno had to come out. The ball is a perfect height. But only one player was crashing for the Vikings. An opportunity like that towards the end of the game or in the middle of the game when you're trying to come back, you need all players on deck. Not sure why players were hesitant there, but it seemed to be only Edgar Gonzalez was crashing towards the net. About 13 minutes left in regulation.
13 minutes left.
There'll for sure be time added on for the injury and the double red card. Garcia takes his time. The second half substitute has done well so far in the second half after coming on. Victor Naves looks for another long ball and looks to find Ribe, who looks to be behind Elias. He is! The header, and he puts it in! Goal! For the Vikings. A long ball over the top by Victor Naves. over the the very tall Elias. Very surprising that it's creeped over his head. It landed right in between him and the goalkeeper Moreno.
Tied 1-1.
And Christopher Ribet was able to get a first header on it, flick it over the goalie. Got a fingertip, Moreno did, but not enough to push it wide as Ribet followed it up, and his diving header found the back of the net. Game on.
Game on indeed.
The Vikings capitalize on the 10 versus 10 space that has been created.
All right, here's a replay.
You see the long ball there by Naves. Elias tries his best here to reach that, mistimes his jump. And Ribet takes a touch, and there's Moreno's save, but he stays with it. His diving header finds the back of the net. Naves tried that ball just a little bit earlier, and I had mentioned that Elias was too tall to get it over the top of him from that angle.
All right, here we are back live in the field. And that was an outstanding goal.
The ball over the top this time, just enough air underneath it to beat Elias and to make him confused. I think he thought Moreno was going to come out for it and didn't. As we're back in play, and it's knocked down by the Huskies.
Oh boy.
And it's cleared out by Alejandro Martin. Huskies are going to look to answer right away. They seem a little bit wronged by that goal, but there was nothing about it. No controversial play other than their own bad defending that brought that on. Nice little footwork move there by Israel Gonzalez. Israel looks to slip in, but it takes way too long releasing the ball. Luis Alvarado comes back the other way. Naves is everywhere now. They're taking way too long releasing the ball. The Vikings have had 2 golden opportunities now with the Huskies on their heels to play a through ball, and they haven't done so. Instead electing for the dribble. Naves passes it too early now and cleared out to Alvarez. But won by Alejandro Martin. Up to Edgar Gonzalez, who's called offside because he didn't get back in time.
I'm shocked.
Both teams are in limbo right now as they both want to win. But they understand that this is a tie game. Maybe a little bit more energy juice for the Vikings as they have scored the more recent goal. The Huskies will feel like they can get back in this game as they haven't been far out of it. Luis Alvarado knocks it down for Barbosa. Barbosa slips it in for Alvarez. Ocampo comes out. Ocampo with the solid hands. Just as Cesar Alvarez was closing in. Ribet wins a header. I mentioned earlier how the Vikings needed to be a little bit more physical up top, and it was Ribet being a little bit more physical and winning the ball and knocking it down that created that last goal. Pera with the mistouch. Pera lays it off to Barbosa. Barbosa back to Pera. Pera still with it. Oh, what a shot! And a save by Ocampo. What a save.
Outstanding.
Acrobatic one-handed save, but the danger is still there. Another great save by Ocampo. Oh my goodness.
Now this is some action
Luis
right
Alvarado with the header and Saul Ocampo with 2 brilliant back-to-back saves.
here. Now that is some action.
The first save was headed for sure upper V. And he saves it with one hand, and the second one a quick reaction save off the header to push it over the goal. Ocampo's keeping his team in it. The height advantage may come into play here on this corner kick as the Huskies press on. The corner comes whipped in. It's flicked up, Alvarado on it, tries to keep it in play and can't do so. Maldonado on the ball now, beats his initial defender, and the break's on, the counter attack's on as he looks to take space. He's continuing to go, Maldonado, Carlos Maldonado gets inside on Alvarez. He's got it on his left foot, takes one more dribble. Oh, and who's there again?
Ouch.
It's Andres Martinez with his 3rd big clearance of the second half, and the deflection takes it out for a throw-in for the Huskies as I pause for a moment because it looked like Maldonado was down in the middle of the park after that challenge. It's a good clearance by Martinez as he came out, but man, I'm still buzzing from those 2 saves by Ocampo. You will not see saves better than that. Put that on his highlight reel. Oh, bad misjudging of the ball, and now it's Rubalcaba coming the other way. But we've already seen once that Gudino has good speed, and he does well there to keep him off balance. Up top now, Elias wins the ball back, but it's Victor Naves with the ball. Too slow reacting here. Luis Alvarado looks to push it past Naves, but Naves is in a good position to win that ball back. Doesn't want to give up a foul here. Naves clears the ball, but not to the middle. Fortunately, it finds his own player, which is Israel Gonzalez, who turns and has plenty of space. Looks up and finds Ribe. Ribe's one-on-one in the back. If he turns and runs with it, which he doesn't, he took too long to read that ball, and Moreno collects. And Moreno finds Rubalcaba on the side, who knocks it down. This is Gomez. Gomez challenged in the middle, but still maintains possession as he moves the ball over to Martinez. Martinez to Perra. Perra back to Martinez. Into Gomez. Gomez has the ball now. Lays it off to Perra. Perra looks for the big switch and does to Barbosa. Here comes Barbosa with an opportunity to serve in a good cross. No pressure on him. He takes it early. Maybe should have taken a little bit more time. Naves turns and finds Maldonado. Maldonado has a chance for the counterattack. If he picks up his head, he'll see 3 players ahead of him. He instead decides to dribble to the inside. He's continuing to go. Maldonado, he continues to go. Gutierrez, Gonzalez, excuse me. Edgar Gonzalez gets brought down for a foul. And a yellow card in the game now being issued to Agustin Barros as he came back and disrupted the play.
How much time we have left in the game?
Unofficially, about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Regulation time, including time added on. Not sure. Extra 5 minutes, I would assume, so we're looking about 10 more minutes.
Okay.
So both teams still want to be a little bit cautious here, not throwing everyone forward. And what was not working for the Vikings earlier in the game, being disjointed offensively and defensively, is actually working for them this half, because the game's getting a little bit more spread thanks to the 10-on-10, the double red card earlier. In case you're just joining us, it was Hector Rojo and Jorge Chavez got the double red. A quick little rehearsed play, goes out wide. Oh, and he's taken down Edgar Gonzalez in the box, but doesn't call it, gets up, still has the ball. Looking to make something happen, but a good challenge in there. Good team defense by the Huskies as they look to break out, and it's Barbosa, who maybe gets fouled, but it's not called, and it's a goal kick in the end. No danger, nothing coming. Still 1-1. The Huskies went up in the 41st minute, only to be answered moments ago by a goal by Christopher Ribet. We mentioned him when he first came on because he was being a little bit more physical than all the other forwards were and winning balls in the air. That's what they needed. That's what Long Beach needed. A little bit more physicality up top, because they're just getting beat to all the 50-50 balls, a little bit too casual with it. Nice ball over the top to Jorge Garcia, who puts in a good ball to Ribet. But it's cleared out there by Agustin Barros. And it's Perra on the ball. Perra maintains possession, moves it out wide. Nice play here. Good composure. Hector Gomez on the ball now.
Freddie's on ball. Freddie's with ball.
Hector Gomez is pushing the pace, finds Perra back. Alvaro Perra looks for a little diagonal ball to slip in behind for Rubalcaba. Oh, misjudged there by Gudino. Rubalcaba pushed the ball back into the back post, but it's misjudged again by Hector Gomez. Alfredo Garcia plays a little simple ball out here to Victor Naves. Naves looking to make something happen. Good tackle by Perra. Oh, good ball in there for Alvarez. Oh, Alvarez looked onside. Alvarez looked like he was onside. It looked like Jesus Godino had kept him on. But the referee, the linesman, the assistant referee says no. Deemed him to be in an offsides position. It's a good play by Perra. Can't ask for much more of your center mid. A long ball, once again, not physical enough up top. And Edgar Gonzalez is easily beat to the ball. A bit too casual now as Alfredo Garcia gets to the ball. Naves looks to hoof one up to Ribet. Oh, Ribet with the nice back heel. Alfredo Garcia's in one-on-one here. Oh, goes around his defender. He has opportunity to slide it across. He does. Oh, but it's behind Gonzalez. The acrobatic try doesn't pay off for him as Maldonado chases the ball down.
No dice, ladies and gentlemen.
And good defense. Good closing down by Ernesto Rubalcaba, the goal scorer. Alfredo Garcia with some excellent movement down the right wing and try to find Edgar Gonzalez in the middle, but just whisked past Gonzalez. He could have slowed down his run a little bit. He was right in front. He didn't need to make a hard run, but he chose for that, and still 1-1. Long throw in now for the Vikings, straight into the hands of Moreno. If you have a long throw and you got to put someone in front of the goalie, and no one was there. A little bit of a mishap. The Huskies won't be complaining. Nice diagonal ball, but Ocampo's going to come out and claim that.
No, wait, get outside. This way, big, this way.
If Ocampo was able to save the shots he was earlier, then that one's no big deal. Maldonado looks tired now as he brings that ball down, but Barbosa's engine is still going. Barbosa's still going. Oh, it takes a bunny hop off the bad pitch. The ball takes a bad bounce off the... Maldonado looks like he has legs under him all of a sudden.
Whoopsie.
Great tackle coming back by Luis Alvarado. He's off sides position. It looked like Ribet. No, but the linesman doesn't call it. Ribet's on the ball. Ribet has the ball in the corner. Looks to make something happen here. Still has the dribble. Still has the dribble. But the Huskies come out and are able to win the ball. He trips on the ball himself. The player from the Huskies. Oh, great tackle there by Edgar Gonzalez.
Just like a bar of soap.
Who looked to have got the ball. It looked like he got all ball, but the referee says it was dangerous. He went up with his cleats.
That's gotta hurt.
Gets a yellow card for his trouble. Edgar Gonzalez of the Vikings, and you could see the referee telling him there it's because you stuck your boot up. And that is a dangerous play. I was just about to question whether or not, if that is a dangerous play, why it's not being carded. Why he's not being shown a card, and he was. But it was Hector Gomez who tracked back there. The coach is asking for some explanation here.
So we officially have 5 minutes from the ref.
He gave the 5 minutes left of added time here, just as we predicted. Rovacubia brings down the ball here for the Huskies. They're not in any hurry. Just a little bit more ball possession by then. They have two men open here on the backside. One of them is Barbosa, who collects the ball. He looks to beat Navis down the line, but he can't. Navis has been fast the whole game. Not sure what he was thinking there. Gives the ball up for Maldonado, who could be crushed there if he were to bring the ball back. Player's not playing the ball, but the ref says play on. Moreno with a little nifty foot. Oh, bad pass. Could be caught out, and he isn't. Agustin Barros with the clearance. It's Alvarez going up top. Beats Gonzalez. Oh, but good defending there by Jesus Godino, who's been solid in the second half. Ball out wide to Maldonado. Opportunity now 1v1. He's got it on his left foot. Cuts it inside, but good defense. Way to stick up tall. Agustin Barros with the tackle. Stabs in and wins the ball out. Maldonado has to do more there. He's isolated one-on-one on the outside. He's got to make his move sooner. The long legs of Barros is able to poke it out. But if he beats him there, just the sooner Barros is on the ground, he's got a one-on-one with the goalie. He could become the hero, but instead waits too long. Long throw in here. Thrown in by Godino. Flicked on by Ribe. But knocked out. Here's Godino again. On his right foot. Opts for the dribble. And he does get the dribble. Godino cuts one. Tries to go down, but no foul. That's never a foul. And the Huskies come out, and it's Barros. Oh, bad pass, too short, and it's Naves who wins the ball. Naves who swings it back in. The Vikings players are just standing up top now, not even making an effort to get back on side. Another bad pass by the Huskies. Another counterattack opportunity. We only have minutes remaining here. A few minutes remaining. Good ball by Alfredo Garcia. It's out wide to Naves, who's industrious tonight, has extreme amount of work rate. I'm surprised he's not cramping.
I gotta say, this has been a pretty good game.
It has been, and it's coming down to the wire. Hector Gomez cleans it up for Alvarez, their leading goal scorer. What is Alvarez going to do here? It's one-on-one with Israel Gonzalez, lays it off. Another industrious player here in Perra. Perra plays it back to Alvarez, but he's deemed to be offsides. It did not look like he was offsides that time, but the referee has a better angle than me, and as we mentioned before, we're not getting paid to officiate the game, so.
We're doing it for fun, my friend.
Gonzalez is on it now. If he picks up his head, by the time he sees it, it's too late. And Barbosa wins the ball back. Edgar Gonzalez gets in his way of the counterattack. Barbosa throws it down the line to Alvarez. Alvarez has it, wants to keep possession, and kicks it off the face of Gonzalez. And out for a throw-in. Another throw-in as they look to work down. Execution in the final minutes here is crucial defensively and offensively. You don't want to make a mistake. And Perra has the ball and is able to keep it out for just a Viking throw-in. Might be wondering why he did that as the ball was going out. Why to kick it out on the sideline. But it's because he didn't want to give away a goal kick. He wants to keep him pinned down here in the corner. This novice is now able to have a throw-in, but not as far as a goal kick. He throws it up. That could be a foul. Maybe should be a foul. It's not a foul, but it is Viking throw.
He's outing it. Don't worry. He's outing that stuff. As far as you can, Vic.
They're novice with the long throw, but it's won by the Huskies and by Perra. Oh, a little bit of cleats up. Another dangerous play. Little kick out by Gonzalez now on Rubalcuba. Game's getting a little chippy now as both teams are looking to win it in the final moments.
Take it easy there, fellas.
You really can't say either team is not doing it. Both teams are being a little chippy here.
Yeah, maybe a little chippy.
Maybe not exactly what they want. Ribe looking for the header. Oh,
Oopsie.
looks to have taken one in the face. Right in the face. It looks like Barros is down. He's been crucial for them.
Oh, he got hit in the face. Oh, bloody nose.
Is he bleeding? He seems to be holding his nose.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does have a bloody nose.
But it looked to have been a clean heading opportunity. They both went up 50-50.
Yeah.
I didn't really see an elbow raised. Could have been his shoulder.
Could have been worse.
And this slows down the game just for a moment before the final few minutes. And Barros is fine as he pops up off the ground. So not sure if it was an elbow. Because if it was, Barros would be down even longer. Maybe he's just trying to draw a foul there.
Maybe.
Earn some time for his team. And Perra passes the ball down into the corner rather than opt to kick it to the goalie. 1 minute left in the game as the referee indicates to the sidelines.
1 minute, everybody, so hang in there.
Not sure that's going to be enough time for anybody to mount challenge, but maybe predict a couple of fouls. Oh, well, before I say that, Barbosa has an opportunity to swing one in. It's an awkward one for Gonzalez, but he does a good job clearing it with his right foot, especially because he's a left-footed player. It bounces to Garcia. Garcia to Edgar Gonzalez. Takes a little bit too much time, but gets it out wide to Maldonado. This could be the last opportunity of the game. Vikings trying to win one here right at the death. He has it on his left foot. Oh, goes to his right. Cuts it back inside, outside, back to his right. And gets taken away by who else? Barbosa. He's been working the whole game and right into the hands of Moreno. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Vikings unable to capitalize on their opportunities in the end. The Huskies unable to capitalize on their opportunities, mostly due to some brilliant saves by Saul Ocampo in the goal. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Gabriel Montoya.
I'm Noah Russell.
And
we'll
we
see
will
you next time
on Vikings Productions.
That's it.